Oh, it's sick. We should start with laughing.
Oh dear.
Oh,
You had to one up it.
Alright. Guys, please, a little bit of maturity. And we're 20 seconds in, and we've begun recording.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Podcraft. I am Brett, again, with you. Sorry you've made it to episode 3. You must have a really boring life. Alright, so you know me, so I'm going to introduce this counterclockwise.
Okay, you got this down. Alright. My name's Josh. I am the leader of the Corsairs.
And you should speak up.
My name is Josh.
Yeah.
I'm leader of the Corsairs, the Black Beach Corsairs. Been running the group for almost 2 years now. Pretty successful. Yeah. Pretty much all I have to say. People should know who I am.
Alright.
My name is Joe. I'm also known as Crow, one of the acting warband leaders for the North. I've only just recently become a warband leader representative. I've been with the North for about over 2 years.
Cool.
My name is Nick. I've been in Free Company for a long time now. I've been at Podcraft for about 4 years and been having a great time.
Hi, I'm Jacinta. I am
You both need to speak up.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Jacinta. I am a ranger in Britain, and I've been fighting with them for 3 years.
Alright, tippy top. So now you know who everyone is. Let's get down to last night's game. So last night we had the Flamebringers leading on the side I was on, and then they were fighting the Circle of Lions. Is that correct?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Teams were unbalanced, but that's fine. War isn't about being fair. Everyone wins, everyone loses. You know, sometimes you have good nights, sometimes you have bad nights. That's fine. How we fought specifically, the Kingdom of Breton, I was pretty happy with how we fought just in general. I think it was one of our best nights of fighting, even though we got crushed. Yeah, it was total annihilation, and then it was like
Escort.
Yeah.
I love that game, though. It's so hard to play.
Yeah. Well, what did you guys think?
I like the nights where it's where our side is clearly losing, because then the guys in charge leading us think to themselves, okay, we've got nothing to lose. Let's try some weird stuff out. So we get to experiment a little bit on the field. It's very fun.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny that you mentioned that, because that's kind of what we did. We were like, all right, so let's have like the most beautiful line ever, and then let's practice moving here and practice moving there, and so on and so forth. We did a lot of good training in that game we were playing.
We had a lot of fun because we just had all our guns come in from overseas.
You didn't get.
Oh god, we got shot so much. My nipples were so sore.
Well, I counted 12 at one point, and then later on I counted like 14, 15 guns. Like, we had a lot of guns on the field. We just grabbed them all, we put them in teams, and we just peppered everybody to bits. So we had lances and guns, and we just worked beautifully together. It was one of the best nights we've had. Dragon Core was with us for most of the night, so they were our shield wall, and we just cleaned everybody else up. It was good.
Yeah. How many new guns did you have on the field? Band rifles? Because you had rifles and pistols.
Yeah, we got rifles and pistols. I think we got 20...
Look at the mic when you talk.
I think we got about 12 rifles or 14 rifles and 8 or 6 pistols.
Pretty good. Did you have enough people to wield them?
No.
Nice.
We do not have enough people to wield them. We are recruiting heavily now.
That's my jam. It's like, we have too many arms. Quickly, we need people.
It is the opposite to that scene out of Enemy at the Gate.
It's an interesting...
They land in Stalingrad, they give one gun and...
one gun and one bullet.
It's an interesting recruiting prospect. BYO hands.
Yeah, what about you, Crow?
Last night was last night was actually a very interesting fight. As you know, the Corsairs did have a lot of their firearms come through. Last night I actually decided to run with the newcomers of my warband. So for the night I was the lowest ranking member in the North. So I got to see from a side on how someone that's just joined a warband fights and getting really into the skirmishing, because everyone knows I'm an archer. I went back in just pegging people and laughing. But then I was in the front lines, sword in hand, gone against Breton, gone against every other shielded warband, against Free Company as well, and it was really just insane. It was great. The on a bit of a note about the Corsairs firearms, not the night just past, the night before, one of the guys was carrying about 4 or 5 firearms in his hands.
Good.
And he was just gives him the gun, takes it back, reloads, and just keeps going.
Oh,
And,
sweet jubilees.
But
That highlights how many people we need.
and we were always thinking that the North have like an abundance of archers because, as you may have seen, the arrow collection pile. It's just
It's massive.
if it's not yours, it's the North's. It's
Maybe I should do it with the Corsairs. Try out some guns.
the North have been changing a lot of their tactics and play styles. So this new oval has also affected us in a positive way.
So big. It's
The-
so big.
It feels bigger than the other ovals.
Yeah. Yeah.
It alleviated a problem of having 3-man deep shield walls and people were just crumpling together.
Like JJ Holland's.
Oh yeah.
Look, I love that oval, but like
We're not staying at this oval. We're too close to houses. Years ago we used to be at the oval next door to this one, and we got noise complaints. So we're not staying now that we're 4 times as big.
It's funny, like, you know, the oval doesn't overly concern me. But,
oh my god.
Doors over there.
sorry.
It's his house.
Yeah. So the oval and the grounds don't really matter. It's just something you have to deal with. You know, the terrain's always changing. So
Adapt to the situation.
Yes.
yeah, adapt to the situation.
From grass to different grass.
Yeah, from grass to synthetic. But when I got there last night, I got there pretty early, and they were like, "Hey, can you help us pick up the newbie shields?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right," because I've got a truck. I'm like, "Yeah, all right." So we had to drive back to the old field near the zoo, pick up the shields, and then drive back to the new grounds because they haven't got anywhere to lock up gear. in the new
Oh
grounds.
dear.
Yeah.
It's a very small
So
room.
that was a yeah. Whew. Thank you, volunteers.
Yeah.
Like,
You could just cut through the zoo, couldn't you? Is that what you did?
cut through the zoo?
As in the,
Path of the animals?
oh my god, I hate you. The zoo car park.
Like a few meerkats stuck into the
Yeah. Oh man,
You suck, I hate
I'll give them the Avalanders like gifts, you know, they can wear them as they wear like their pelts and stuff. Yeah, meerkats. Nice. Cool. So that was the game. Yo.
Yeah.
I didn't play last night. Sorry, guys. I can't contribute.
Did we all look good?
Yeah, the
That's
photos show that we
the
look
photos
fantastic.
look beautiful.
I haven't seen the
They
photos.
look great. They look
what?
really, really good.
There's about half a dozen photographers now in the field just taking photos.
It's just like
great.
it's awesome.
Pretty good,
It's so good.
You know what I've noticed? There's a lot more people on the sidelines of war bands just having like a tent up and just having like deck chairs and stuff. Brendan has none of that. All the people that come play.
We
Yeah.
we got there early last week, so we could claim a spot, and we set up our massive tent just to make a show of it, and we're just going to do that from now on.
No one's going to question it.
No one's going to question it. No one at all.
I'm gonna question it. I question it.
Oh.
Don't.
Don't question
Okay,
it.
got me. Questioning over. Questioning over. Alright, sweet. So, oh man, we're like 8 minutes 40 seconds in. Better end this podcast now. Too long.
Oh.
Do I move into questions?
Yeah.
Might as well hit it.
Yeah.
Alright, so so a little bit behind the scenes. Moving in, I've moved into a new place with the beautiful Jacinta. Hey,
Hi.
nailed it. Yeah, so we moved in, so that's why this podcast is a week late. You know, things have been hard. Living out of boxes, getting a fridge, getting a washing machine, so getting the internet. So I have the questions written down on pen and paper. So the first
We're in the
thing
future now.
We're in the future now.
He was calling out our friend for writing down the questions, and now he's praising them.
Yeah, no, but like our questions don't have people that go with them. Normally, I'm like, oh, thanks, da da da, who submitted that question. But these are just questions. We don't have anyone to thank. So
You can just live with the joy deep down in your heart silently.
you can just
And
claim
never
it in
tell
the
anyone.
comments. Be like, oh, I asked that question.
These were all mine. All Nick's.
Alright, so our first Podcraft question is ranks and titles. Are they a good thing? And should we do something about them? What do you think, Josh? What ranks and titles do the Corsairs have, and do they hold any weight, and are they worth anything?
Yes. We have a lot.
Are they something to go for?
Yes. All right. So we have two sort of levels of upper ranks in the Corsairs. You have governors and captains. So captains are the ones who are in control of the military, in control of the crew, the men on Friday nights. Governors are more of a roleplay role. They are really the ones who drive the roleplay within the warband. Basically, the governors control each of the territories in Cressida, and they really just help members get into the whole roleplay side of things and just really be better at it. So we're trying to improve the overall roleplay of the warband. I think this is the best thing to do.
Is it hard to achieve those ranks? Like, is there many requirements?
Okay, so captains are easy to achieve because you need to, if you want to be a captain, anyone in the warband can be a captain, but you need to...
Can I be a captain?
If you want to, but you have to get yourself and 7 other people outside the warband. You have to recruit 7 new people to join your ship. When that happens, you become a captain. You get to make a ship, you get to make some lore behind the ship, you get to have your own insignia, etc., and you become a captain.
So you're like a household.
Essentially, yeah. It's essentially like a Breton household. However, captains can lose their position. Crews can overthrow their captains.
Oh, mutiny!
Yes.
Nice!
Mutiny. So
I like it.
Basically, there's a few things like if a captain, if a crew member says, "Fuck my captain, I want to be the captain now."
Look at me.
Look at me. Basically, he needs support, so he can get support from his crew. He can also get support from other captains, other governors, other members of the warband. And there's like a point system that Jack worked out. And the last mutiny we had resulted in a previous captain being overthrown by checkers.
Oh, that's my jam.
And almost, I think it was a 10-1 victory or something like that in Checkers' favour.
He won 10-1.
10-1,
Yum!
Yeah, he absolutely smashed him. And yes, he's now a new captain.
Cool.
Governors, on the other hand, are a very, very hard thing to achieve. Again, it's another point sort of system to get.
Yep.
But it requires...
Cool. You have to tell us all your secrets.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Like Jack worked out this system, and it's like in order to overthrow a governor, you need support from like 15 other people from other warbands and another like 10 within the warband.
That's a lot of how the American LARPs do it. Is your rank very much so is based on who you bring in from outside the game, and they don't have to join your warband. Yeah, they just have to join the game. So you're like, hey guys, I'm a lord. I brought 15 orcs. They'd be like, why? Now we get smashed every Friday. I always thought that was a cool thing.
I like how you have a rank specifically for people to encourage roleplay.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely amazing. I love it.
Yeah, it was just to really help, and it's also to set up expansion. Like if the warband does grow, Jack wants 100 people in the Corsairs.
Oof,
he wants 100 people. 30 Swordcraft. He's looking for the end game. And we've now
well, like 300 people a week or something.
Is the average on like a Friday night?
Yeah, we're getting close to 400.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I think we had like 350.
How do we fit?
Tight.
Sucking it in.
You know what we do? We all split up into little warbands.
Let's not open. Oh god. Then so. What was I saying?
You were talking about how shit the governors are.
Yeah, governors are absolutely terrible. They're the worst people around. They are horrible. No, they're great.
So what are you, Josh? Are you a governor or are you
Alexei's a governor? Alexei's a governor.
Oh, because you're a new character because you died in the last quest?
Yeah.
He had a dead.
He had a dead in the worst possible way by a Breton.
That is the worst way.
Yeah.
I can think of other ways to die which are probably worse.
Checkers?
Oh, we got to do something.
And then basically the governors are also the ones who are supposed to organise things happening outside of Friday nights. They are not only the ones who organise, role playing stuff, but the ones who organise events.
Is a governor above a captain?
No, they're equal rank.
Okay, but one's
It's just
more,
like a different trait.
one's more roleplay, one's more combat based.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm involved
Yeah,
in.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty
But like
much
on
it.
a Friday night, does the governor have any power against
No,
anyone?
on Friday nights it is the captains have full control.
So
Except
they're
for
political
this
leader.
Friday, I
Okay.
kind of hijacked it, but that's just because I wanted to push the guys and run the guns.
That's
Okay.
sounds like it.
Yeah.
What about you, Crow? Do you think titles and ranks are anything worthwhile? And it's specifically titles because, you know, like lordships and stuff. It doesn't have to specifically be a lordship, but you know, you could be a new player with a high title, which is different to a rank. How's it work in the North? You don't have to tell us all your secrets, but
I'll
give us your personal opinion.
Tell me that.
Alright, my
secret.
personal opinion. Obviously, like ranks and titles, they're things to look forward to for a player. It's their own progression. It what develops their character and helps them achieve a personality, authority, and just overall becoming a face in Swordcraft. The North haven't really dealt much with actual titles. There's only actually a couple of people who have a title.
Be quiet. Because you're far away from the mic.
Sorry, I'll get a bit closer.
Yeah, lean in. Almost encouraging.
Just to give a quick rundown of actually what the North ranking system is that you've got your newcomers.
Secrets?
No, it's much a secret. So you got your base rank, which are the thralls. So the thralls are newcomers. Fresh, they can be anyone that's just joined recently. Once they spend enough time, they can become a bondsman. And a bondsman is someone who's bonded, quotation marks, to someone with the rank and title of a Huskarl or a kin.
Oh, it's a buddy system.
It's a buddy system. So the Huskarls are your warband leaders, so there's 4 of us. So
Let's continue. I didn't drop a beer.
Yes.
you didn't drop a beer. So yeah, the Huskarls are the warband leaders, and the kin sort of are like upper management that work under the Huskarls to help the North improve themselves. So their job is to help these bondsmen train and get better and improve their character, improve their costume, improve their fighting skills. Then once they pass their trials, they become a Northman. They have the opportunity to move up the ranks as well. There's a title we've just included recently called Gildar. And what a Gildar is that it's a person who's almost like a senior Northie who's done their time, who's actually got a really solid kick going, some solid roleplay, and they actually get a piece of land in Alfheim, in the North's owned land in Sagas, and they can do what they want with it. If they want to progress even more, they can become the kin or a Vask. Vask rank is sort of like a hero. So, for example, a Vask character would be, in the Corsair sense, it would be Ulrich. Ulrich would be a Vask because he's someone that's notable in a warband. Like, you point and go, that's Ulrich. We have a few of those players that a lot of Swordcrafters see every week, which is you can see them across the field and know that's a Northie.
Yeah.
And that's it's not a very long progression. It takes some time to get these ranks, but these ranks are earned not by time spent, but what you do and what you contribute.
Yeah. Big thing is contribution.
But
Could you not kick the table, please?
we just don't expect that. We want people to contribute to the warband not for the sake of getting ranks and titles and saying, "Oh, I deserve this," for helping. They help because they want to be part of a family, and the North push for a strong family-based system.
It's like the end of the Harry Potter's Philosopher's Stone. So you have to want it, but not want to have it.
Yes.
It's
I love the wizards.
The
North are so well known for their wizards.
of course. In terms of respect, though, with the ranking system, respect is equal amongst all of it. Like, I don't treat the newcomers any less than I expect them to treat me. And I feel that's what's helping the North keep a constant group together. We don't talk down to anyone.
Yes. We don't have that problem in Breton because you come in as a potato sack and you're treated like a potato.
Well,
like
that's
a potato
the
sack.
role play.
But
That's
it's the
what it
role play,
is.
and some people aren't really ready for that. Like, it's very different.
If they're new, it's so fresh to them because they don't know how to
Yeah.
fight, they don't know how to roll. Some don't have a character name when they join the North, so you're like, Dave, follow me. Like,
Come with me, almighty Dave!
Yeah.
Slayer of the Puss. Yes, I almost got slapped. Wow.
You narrowly avoided a slap.
I did narrowly avoid that slap. Wow. It's amazing.
The slap got cancelled at the last
That's-
second.
That's correct.
No, that's cool, it's cool. And having a family orientation is, healthy.
Yeah.
It can be bad if there's splits though.
Yeah.
That can be like, hey, I'm leaving. I'm taking 47% of your warband.
Thankfully,
We did
No,
that.
just, no, just like generally. Like it's so sad to see
Because
when
like
like
47
someone...
is very like.
it's
No, just-
very
It's
specific.
very, you know.
Is that a bro?
Yeah, I think just to finish off here,
Sorry.
what people tend to remember is that some of these people you actually see outside of Swordcraft, and you'll meet up with them on a Monday night for drinks, or you'll go have dinner with them, birthday parties. They actually do become a family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ultimately, your Soulcraft group is an extension of your friendship group. Yeah?
Yeah.
But don't limit it to your warband. You make friends outside. the
You do
warband.
make
Yeah.
friends.
I-
out of
I
the
re-
group.
Beautiful Brett Maris right there.
I remember one of
So true.
my first times at Zeppelin, a different LARP.
What is Zeppelin?
Zeppelin was a steampunk, amazing, very roleplay heavy game, which had a very nice arc that had a beginning, a middle, an end.
They
I
have
joined
Nerf
at the
darts?
last 2 or 3
They have
events.
Nerf darts?
Yeah, Nerf darts, you know,
Nice.
painted nice and copper for steampunky stuff.
not jam, that's
But
not
it was
jam.
all about like the political intrigue and the little.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was really super close. It was gossipy. It was, oh god, everyone got like so attached to their characters. It was unbelievable. People were crying at the end of the event.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was-
solid bleed.
It was very heavy bleed, but it was like one single night where it was late, everyone was kind of chilling out, and we were all singing not American Pie, but Weird Al Yankovic's version
Ah,
of American
nice.
Pie, the version I know the words to, and I suddenly realised, oh, LARPers, I think I've found my people.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's a lot of pretend hate, like, oh, we hate that warband, oh, we hate that warband. But, like,
I don't hate you. I love you.
No, really, it
no.
exists. It
No, no.
exists. I hate a lot of people.
no.
I love everyone.
Well,
Wow. Okay.
fuck me then. No, but, like, the facade of one particular warband hating another warband, I think, you know, doesn't really, it's not a real thing.
Yeah, but
In
in
Character
like,
and out of character are a big issue.
like when we started, when I started, there was a lot of hate between Breton and the Order, but I never knew
And
anyone.
Brendan and the Corsairs.
And-
And
well,
Brendan and the Dragons.
That
and
was.
Brendan and the...
Can
Brendan
I
hated
finish?
no, I'm
Can
joking.
I finish?
I'm sorry.
When I started, the Corsairs and Dragons did not exist. They were
I know,
still
it's
Bretons.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
Comedy podcast.
I'm just saying that even though I came into an environment where there was all this hate, but then I didn't really realize that it was all just a facade. And I then went to a party and there were some aldermen and they were great people and they're exactly like us and we're all nerdy and we hit people with framed swords. Like people need to chill and
Are they rubber swords, thank you?
Rubber.
rubber.
No, they're foam.
They're firm.
They have, isn't it rubber on the outside?
It's
foam on the
latex,
inside?
which is like.
Like,
Yeah,
you would know.
Polybutylene?
yeah.
Magic.
We'll go with that.
Magic.
Magic.
We'll go with that.
Lightsabers.
You guys
That's what
just
they
phone?
put-
Oh, dude.
Freaking steal all this time.
Oh, shit.
What do you want?
No wonder you
I'm
hit
gonna,
hard.
I'm gonna hijack this. What do you guys think of the lightsabers? The LARP lightsabers?
Amazing. Absolutely
You
amazing.
bought one. Remember you bought one?
No, I bought one of the Global Gear ones, the
Oh,
Love
that was like 3 years ago.
Saber. That thing, the blade was like.
No,
the,
no,
the point of
I
the blade
mean-
was like 4 mil,
no,
so
I
you
mean-
hit somebody, it would just pain.
No, I mean like the
constant pain.
actual lightsabers, like the
Yeah.
ones. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I have. They're pretty cool. They change color.
Oh, you know what we're talking
It's cool.
Is that the Cali ones?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, and they
Kickstarter.
change colours and they make noises.
What a,
I'm ambivalent.
one of Brett, obviously Cow
Yup.
Pants. My Brett. He has 2 of the old Cali lightsabers.
They're hard as shit.
They're hard to handle. They are tough. But that if those come out and actually
I
you
know trash.
not trash and actually affordable, since a lot of uni students, $400 or $500 for a weapon is
Crazy.
a lot.
Can I just ask, when are you gonna like have an intervention with Brett to say that he has too many weapons?
He doesn't have enough weapons.
Excuse
You
me?
can never have no weapons.
I think he could just kid
To,
his own
to
warband.
this date, this is Brett. If you're listening to this, correct me if I can. I
This-
think he's sitting on above 70 weapons.
70?
Oh my god.
70.
Excuse me?
70.
Nice.
That is too
That's
many.
amazing.
That is
I've
too
never
many.
seen that many weapons.
I'm pretty sure he has more weapons than Mecha has throwing knives.
I don't think I've seen the shops holding that many weapons.
Wow.
I love Mecha, he's my favourite. Okay. So that was our. Is anyone doing any other what?
I didn't get to say anything about the leadership and stuff. I was very sad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's potatoes, and then there's like super potatoes.
Just, well, okay. Tell us about the leadership and stuff. I'm sorry for cutting you off. Bad person. I'll do the dishes.
I didn't see any dishes.
I did them this morning.
It's all part of my plan.
I think leadership titles and ranks are super important, just because like a role play side of things and respect, and we go into especially like our warband, you go in and you start at the low of the low, and it's very role play based.
Can you just pinch it off, please? You're really making this awkward.
Keep going.
No one's gonna hear it.
Guys, stop interrupting Jacinta. Just because she's a woman doesn't mean she should be belittled.
Stop it, please.
Oh my god.
I love our domestic disputes.
What's your rank in Breton?
I am second in charge of the Rangers,
Yum.
and which is pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Our current first ranger is away at the moment, so I'm.
You are him now.
I am.
Or her, sorry, I haven't met him.
I am.
Okay.
I'm Danny at the moment, apparently.
Hi, Danny.
I
Can you sew all my stuff?
I can try.
Good.
But yeah, just I love when becoming getting a rank in Soulcraft and becoming I'm completely lost my place.
I can't help you with that.
Like having a name in Swordcraft.
Yeah, having
people
a name
knowing
like
you.
having a name in Soulcraft and then achieving stuff. Like a lot of people come in and they have this backstory and they've achieved all this stuff, but they haven't really done it. I love when someone comes in and they have nothing, and then you build your story and your backstory through events. Like you Josh, are like a huge example. Like you, like with Alric and all the stuff that you did. It was like so much role play, and people knew who you are because of the stuff you achieved. And same like that is awesome. You can't. There's so many people comes like, yeah, I've got this awesome backstory. I'm like a princess who's been like family's killed, and now I'm avenging them all.
So tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to go to another LARP and do that.
Why?
Because I've played the same character for a very long time. I'm looking forward to going to another LARP and being like, I am a princess dark wizard.
Really?
That's a werewolf and a vampire.
That's pretty.
So what you're
edgy.
saying is you want to be that person.
I'll be that person.
You want to be special?
These are my white runners, my jeans, and my katanas.
Multiple katanas, I love it.
Make that
but
a haiku, man.
PTW, I'm a wizard. Did I mention? Katana wizard would literally be invincible.
I liked the more reserved characters, because right now we've got like 3 ex-captains, not 2 ex-captains in Free Company, and Mick, who was our first captain.
You talking about Mike Brady?
No, Mick Michael.
Oh, Waghorn, yep.
So he's got a very reserved character who's very unassuming. You wouldn't know that he's an all-powerful mega sword person. And we have new players in Free Company who come to Quest, and I think one of them turns to Mick and they say, "So are you new here?"
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh, it's always hilarious when he tells them, "Oh, I'm the founder."
Yeah. Cool.
Speaking of titles, before we finish, did Sir Jarvis keep his title of humility at Bread and Quest?
Titles are all foolish. No one should have a title. Everyone's here to have fun. Never ever be a knight. Never ever be anyone with any rank. Boom. Boom.
Next question.
Boom.
Do you drop the mic?
The mic's got a little stand, so I actually don't have the ability to drop it.
I'll work it out.
So this is a great one. This is a funny one.
Yes.
Other people's epic creature. So
Ooh.
we're gonna go through. We're gonna go. Try and think of every warband. I don't have a list. Anyone should get a list of all the warbands. If anyone could do that, stalling for time.
I have a device which has all the world's information.
We'll find out what everyone's epic creature should be. I'm keen.
Yes.
I'll tell you mine.
I'll tell you yours.
While we're getting lists,
Yeah.
we've got a short list.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
Oh, is this the one that I churned out earlier?
Yeah.
All right. This is
Thank you. Should you show Crow that so he knows what warbands exist?
Very
There's a lot.
freaking
How many
nice.
warbands are there? 29 warbands?
There was 25?
There's a lot of warbands. It's hard
As
to
of
defend.
consortium hitting the field, there is 30 active warbands.
Okay.
Actually,
Good
no,
call on my
I reckon
29.
we'll start from 1 and just go from there.
13th
Yeah.
free company.
Alright, 13th Free Company. It will be a large, towering monster, like a tree ant, and it would have a very gold mop on its head.
Mop.
A mop, just this perfect golden locks, and it would just be, he'll be called Don Trump. Because you can't stump the Trump. He will be the wall
Fucking
in Free Company.
We have a lot of money.
that.
Okay.
I feel dirty inside hearing that. Do we want to get one person to continue, or do we want to rotate through?
Let's chime in.
Like, yeah.
Avaland.
Avalanche?
What do you think of Avalanche? What's that deity god epic creature?
Like
Nice.
a spear with wings.
I just want a
Nice.
giant happy sun, just like coming up and hugging.
Is it like the sun out of like Mario Kart? Like
Yeah, the angry
yeah.
sun.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
starts.
yeah, just coming in and just like,
that's the slow killer. Everyone eventually gets cancer.
Ooh, that got dark real quick.
yeah.
Arado.
Arado.
Oh.
I don't know them well enough.
Probably some champion, I reckon. Some sort of like champion of chaos.
It's all been already. It's has to be something chaotic. But the thing is, there's
Oh,
another
dude,
war.
Chaos Demon.
Something.
I know. I think
Blood Prince.
with Demon Prince, maybe. Yeah.
Blood Prince. No, Blood Prince.
Blood Prince.
Blue Conga.
Cheap.
Remember
Mega
Conga's red
Conga.
costume? His
Yeah,
blue one.
no, I got it. That's my jam. That's my jam. What's that next one?
Bandits.
Bandits?
A giant bandana.
No, like a really big bush that can walk around, so they can
Oh,
hide behind
yeah.
it at all times.
Just have like an assassin dude that can go invisible.
Like a four-armed
yeah.
pickpocketer.
Oh, that'd be
That's
great.
it. He's got like
Champ
he's got
pickpocketer.
Yeah.
he's got one arm for fighting, one arm for stealing, one arm for stealing again, and one arm for stealing from himself.
Nice.
So it's constant pickpocketing.
Don't trust
Amazing.
yourself.
That'd be so great.
Black Powder Brigade.
Ooh.
An explosion. Constantly exploding.
Just a big.
Oh,
An
dude.
always exploding
No.
explosion.
One guy who throws the green fire from Game of Thrones.
Oh, the
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Well-
Yep. That'll work. Next one would be the Black Beach Corsairs. I know which three we've planned to have.
Jack Sparrow.
So the first one is
Whoa, you can answer your own question.
Okay, fine, alright, fine.
It's other people's opinions.
Alright, fine.
Jacinta, what do you think the Black Beach Corsairs epic creature / champion / cool dude should be?
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck, that's a pretty good answer.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is the
First one is an ogre from the marshlands.
Lame.
A mercenary ogre. Second one we were going to get was going to be
Lame.
a hydra, and quotation hydra, which was actually going to be a dragon. So we're going to cut its head off in front of Dragon Core, and then realize it was
kill
actually
your
a
own epic
dragon.
creature?
Yeah, realize it was a dragon. And yeah.
Nice. That's,
And the third one was going to be a hydra.
Just YOLO it.
Hydra would be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
How you do a hydra?
that is the last thing
You
that
have,
the
like,
Corsairs
6
will ever
people with
build, I
heads?
think.
Would it be one person in it or multiple people?
So like you'd have like two heads which would one head which wouldn't do anything, two heads which are operational by the first front person, and then the back person would control the other heads.
That's fucking complex.
They would move really slow.
Oh, it just we'd plant it like in front of the fort, and that would be it.
Yeah.
Sick. Who's that next one?
Breton.
Breton? Fucking...
Green Knight.
Green can nigget, never forget.
Oh, the Green Knight was horrifying.
Green Knight was love, Green Knight was life.
The ultimate swag lord.
The
ultimate
ultimate
swag
swag
lord.
Do you guys remember the Green Knight?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Like there was at one point where no
I
someone
love you.
someone picked like the actual like what he did. It was like someone picked up one of his leaves and like
Yes,
and
yes.
walked away with it, and then just like out of the blue, the Green Knight just saunters up to this person, taps him on the shoulder. They turn around and he just snatches the leaf from him and walks away with it.
Wow.
Oh god, it was horrifying.
Consortium's next.
Consortium.
Yeah, so from what I can tell, like they're role players and
Speak to the mic, don't talk to
from
me.
what I can
Lean
tell,
in.
their role players. I could be wrong. I'm
Oh,
sorry if
they're
I am
mages?
wrong. They're like arcanium mutants or something like that. So arcanium is like mutating.
Teenage
and
Mutant Ninja
whatnot.
Turtles.
So,
Yeah,
they're,
done.
so yeah, they're essentially, from what I've heard, transhumanism. So they're using the power of arcanum, I think is the element, to better themselves. So if you notice, if you actually look at some of the players, they've actually got these shards attached to their bodies where it's been sort of augmented. So I'm thinking like a giant dude just covered in arcanum with just big spikes, like the Terminator from Terminator 2, just running at you.
That'd be awesome.
That was good.
Poke.
That was good.
Dragon Corpse.
The
A dragon.
You say dragon corpse?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm reading it very literally.
Okay.
A dragon.
Yeah, I guess a dragon.
A dragon.
Or a dragon warrior. Because don't they hunt
Avatar and
dragons?
Avatar.
No, I thought they were dragons.
They worship dragons.
Oh, I thought for some reason I thought that they were dragons and somehow they
All
turned
of them are
humans.
dragons.
No,
So how about like a someone who can change between dragon and human?
Like
Like a
toy
werewolf?
was.
Yeah. Like it.
Whenever you smell
an
gold,
animal.
you turn into a
Whoa.
dragon. Animorph?
A
Like an
were
animal.
dragon. That'd be nuts.
Drakes.
Oh, I don't think we... okay.
Oh,
Continue.
sorry, I thought we.
No,
Yeah.
drakes.
I don't know enough about them.
The Drakes are probably culturally close to the north in terms of like Saxons, Danes, Vikings, and stuff. So it would be something along the lines of that. So
Maybe like the Viking at the bridge. Do you guys know that story? There was a,
yes, the Viking at the bridge.
yeah, like that. Like the unkillable Viking who like killed like 200 people on a bridge.
What?
You've never heard that story? Literally, like the Vikings were getting killed in their camps, and they all retreated. And there was a tiny bridge that you could probably fit 4 people shoulder to shoulder. And he just stayed back, let everyone, all the other Vikings, run away, and he just mowed them all down. They literally could not kill this guy. They killed him. Like the legend goes that they killed him by sending a person upriver, hide in a barrel, floated underneath him, and speared his nuds.
That's a rough way to go.
Yeah, the Viking at the bridge, unkillable.
He's actually in the Mountain Blade game, the Vikings version.
Nice.
He's on a bridge and he'll wreck your shit.
Mount Braid's pretty legit.
Next is Durin's Brigade. Dwarves.
Dome.
I
Dome
was going
with
to say
legs.
Golem, but yeah, Dome.
Dome with legs.
What do you think, Jacinta?
Yeah, I agree.
Dome with legs?
Or maybe a person who like can create like panes for the for the dome.
Dude, Skybat's pretty
Skybat.
legit.
Already?
Okay, Skybat.
Eldar.
Skybat, they were like,
That
No,
works.
I know what the Eldar want to do. A
I
giant
hope-
Eldar fan.
Oh, I know.
There's an elephant
They-
with elf figures.
oh, that needs to happen.
Dude, I was thinking of the Warhammer 40k, like the Elder Walker.
The Wraith Lord.
The Wraith Lord?
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty G.
I was just gonna say like a second package.
Double package.
Packages on top of each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
Move forward, package. Yes, package.
Emerald Legion. Well, they wouldn't have epic creatures because they hunt monsters.
So
So they're the
themselves.
champion then.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A champignon.
Yeah.
No, but he'll be the champion will be covered in parts of like a monster hunter.
Yes.
No, he'd have to be all emerald though. He'd have to be the green guy.
So he only hunts green things.
He only has green
He,
things.
he hunts a lot of green emerald conchalalas then.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's, he's a miner and he has just heaps of emerald diamonds. Emerald diamonds.
Flamebringers are next.
Dude on fire.
Man on
A
fire.
flaming monk.
A man on fire, like to Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
I was imagining like someone immune to fire, but sure.
Someone getting him on the line. We need Denzel.
We have 12 majors, all we need now is a Denzel.
I'd be scared.
Frostguard. We know what they are.
Yeah.
Cookie Monster on crack.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a sugar cookie.
Imperial Army.
A Lehman Russ.
I think they would have their emperor.
Are you saying they don't have an emperor right now?
Well, no, like their roleplay is they follow their emperor, which is essentially like Warhammer 40k, the emperor.
But
Okay.
isn't like I don't know much about 40k, but isn't it just a dude sitting in a chair who can't move? Like
Before he was put in the chair, it
Oh,
was pretty
okay,
story
okay.
powerful. I think
Cool.
that's.
Uh-huh.
Before
Whereas
sit
I know
down.
there's just a dude in a chair just kind of
Is he on a
rolling
pension?
around.
Dude, it's got a mad pension.
I think the next one's Kurohasu.
Katana Master.
Like a
The Last Samurai.
like
A
ultimate-
Guilo.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise!
Yes!
Oh god, that'd be funny.
That's my jam. That's my jam.
So it'd be like a warband of just like every champion's an actor.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like the end of Anchorman.
We could turn that into its own podcast.
It's so good.
Circle of Lions.
Oh, Simba.
Wow.
Simba.
A giant
Oh,
lion.
and oh.
Scar.
Who's the guy out of like Narnia? Like the lion.
Aslan.
Yeah,
Aslan. Oh my god, yes please.
I wonder if they could like have a dude riding a lion,
Yeah.
throwing spears and being attractive.
Shirtless.
No.
I didn't say that.
It was
He
implied.
has long golden hair.
It's like
Like
Fabio and a lion.
that. Yeah.
I'd take hits from that.
North.
Oh yeah.
North is next.
Crow.
Correct.
What epic
What?
creature did North have?
Valkyries?
They definitely have squids.
Yeah, you would
Yep.
have. You would have.
Kraken.
Kraken.
You would have to have a kraken.
Dude, I'm just thinking like
Land Kraken.
no, Transformers, where there's just like 8
Like
different squids and they all combine into one.
Voltron or something.
Yes.
Voltron Kraken.
5 mini line robots.
We have a cracking good time.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
That's sad. You sat on that one for a while.
Order.
The Order, Steam Tank.
Yeah.
That's a siege engine. That wouldn't be a
No,
creature.
no,
that-
a post that doesn't burn down.
No, one of those fire mages, but like an
A bright
epic
mage?
Bright mage. That would be awesome.
The Order have a dude, Girl von Steam.
Yeah, they had their angel.
Yeah, okay.
She was lovely.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
And horrible.
Sigma!
Valkyrie.
Sigma.
Yeah,
Dude,
they
I
would,
feel like an idiot not saying
they
Sigma.
would, they would Sigma or an Avatar or Sigma or something like that.
An Avatar!
Ravenna! Ravenna!
Russell Crowe.
Quickly, someone from 300.
Russell Crowe.
What?
Denzel Washington. There's a whole heap of sick Roman dudes.
Yeah.
Romuli.
Just get.
Not just a good like a champion.
Just get Hercules in.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah,
oh,
Hercules.
Achilles.
I didn't know Hercules was a Roman guy. I
No,
feel like an idiot now.
Ravenna is both like Greek, Roman,
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Greco,
Yeah.
Romono, Greek thing.
Greco-Romono.
Greco-Romono.
It's
Greco-Romono.
like- yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Okay,
Get
cool.
Hercules. Do
Rogues.
it.
Who was the one in Gladiator? The Rogues Battalion.
I think they just steal somebody else's epic creature.
Their epic creature is the Yu-Gi-Oh card Change of Hearts.
Sekonzi.
What was that?
Sekonzi. The,
Okay.
The
the
Italy
Italians.
warband.
Oh.
Waluigi. He's Italian and he's purple.
Next warband.
That's so good. That's so good. It's a bear. Yeah.
Thorn Wolves.
Thorn wolves.
A thorned wolf.
A wolf made out of thorns?
Bramble wolf.
That would be
Holy crap.
horrifying.
I'm pretty scared now.
That would be horrifying.
Like,
Teeth and other spiky bits.
Wouldn't it be like that? Is it like a Wendigo? Is that?
Wendigo?
Yeah, it's like a sort of spiky looking,
Yes.
horrific creature thing.
Absolutely.
Wendigo.
Undead.
Can't think of anything to them.
Are they still here?
Yeah.
Serious question.
Just.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
The undead, that's pretty easy. You know, you'd have anything undead, ironically. So zombies, vampires.
Imhotep.
And would
Why?
He's
Why Imhotep?
he's the ultimate zombie.
But isn't he like Egyptian?
I guess?
Yeah, he's a
Yeah, so that would go like Scorpius sect if they were still around.
No. Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen?
Alright, next,
Oh no.
Van Warren.
A tree.
An ant.
They did have a tree.
did have an ant?
While they were NPCs, but they had a tree.
A giant bottle of fairy dust.
Yeah.
Okay, well I think that's all Melbourne-based warbands. You have your, outside of Melbourne, so you got like
Blood
Nah.
rats.
Ballarat groups, the Bendigo
Yeah.
groups, and
The
stuff.
octagon.
Nah, they're not
rats.
cool enough.
The octagon. Oh, snap. Yeah. We had a bloody rat fight with us last night. He was a mad dog.
Sick.
And then we had, at the end of the night, dragons changed sides and fought with us, and then dragons trying to tell the peasants like what to do, and I was like, how dare you, dragon. That's great. Okay, so we're... Yes, Jacinta?
The next one on the list.
Next on the list?
Yes.
Okay, I'll read the next one on the list then.
Thank you.
Worst injury sustained in a LARP, all in caps, so do I have to yell that?
Ugh.
Oh. All caps.
Worst injury sustained in a lot!
I have a story.
Straight to Jacinta.
I have a story. Okay, so
Tell
I think
us
it was
the
around
story.
2 years ago. I got a lovely arrow straight to the eye, and it
Ban all archers.
no, don't ban all archers. That'd be very sad. And like the guy was new at shooting, and it was not his fault. But it was just a perfect shot, and it put my eye more into my skull. Like, I put it into the socket more, and it bruised it all up, and all my eye went all red, and I couldn't see properly for a few days, and I was starting a new job 2 days later. So it was awesome. I had to go to hospital for a bit. I looked fabulous.
I can confirm for the Podcraft listeners, she has all her eyes.
I have all my eyes now.
All 4 of them.
Hey.
Any other good injuries?
I had. This is going to sound silly, but I had one night where I got hit on the eye with a sword, and that wasn't so bad. But the next thing that was going to touch my eye, if your eyes get touched again, they overreact. So I had someone that I didn't know from the order. We were chatting post round, and he like ruffled my hair with his armored arm, and he had a leather strap hanging down, and that leather strap flopped into my open eyeball and rubbed
That's so unlucky.
It hurt. Like my eye exploded. I think I keeled over. It was bad.
Ow.
And we weren't even fighting. How ridiculous is that?
Corey, do you get hit in the face a lot with arrows? Because I know I get hit in the face a lot with arrows.
Yeah, I guess my worst injury was unfortunately by an archer.
Ooh.
Archers are so shit.
Yeah.
It was a. I don't give names or anything. So the arrow was traveling. It actually hit me on the cheek, but the arrow sort of. As it hit my cheek, I was feeling alright. It wasn't too bad, but something on the shaft itself actually cut the top of my nose. So I had someone asking, going, "Oh, is that your fake blood thing going?" I go, "What blood?"
Ruh-roh.
And lo and behold, I just had a little gaping cut on the top of my nose. A sick scar, but it's gone now, so I can't.
Damn.
Yeah.
Chicks dig scars.
Chicks dig scars.
I got pegged in the face.
From an archer?
From an archer, yeah. So I
It's all archer hate.
I swung, I killed somebody. I turned and looked at the archer. I'm gonna fuck you guys up. So I ran towards them. Arrow, boom, right in the nose. Blood everywhere.
Ooh.
Didn't break anything, but there was a lot of blood.
Ow.
Went down, just sash and face, and yeah.
That's tough. That's metal. Now I gotta think of an injury that isn't archer related. Oh, dude, one of my favorite ones was about 2 years ago. I think 2 years ago, maybe. I got smashed in the face from a Northman shield. That was pretty quality.
What was the one where you got hit in the face with the shield and you bit the
That was the
shield,
North shield, that
and
was
got
the North
foam from the shield in your mouth, and now it's a trophy?
I'm not even mad at that. I'm happy that I have that little blue shield with me.
How have I not heard about this?
And then he got
That's a
angry
cool
at you
story.
for biting his shield, and like, your shield should not be on my face.
In my teeth.
Oh shit.
Yum.
That was ages ago. Not to out anyone, but that was ages ago. So DW.
That's a solid story.
It's a good story.
That's a cool story, bro.
Can I see that chunk of foam?
Yeah, it's in my car. I'll show you later.
Later.
After the podcast. We got any more injuries before I go on to the next question?
No, let's not whine
Plenty of
craft.
my guys have had serious injuries, but
We had a lot of injuries, not yesterday, but last Friday. We had one guy sent to hospital. Nathan got hit in the face with an arrow, and his glasses broke. If he hadn't had like hard lenses, it would have like shattered his eye.
Plastic lenses?
It was like hard
glasses. How do they work?
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay. So, what warband would you join that isn't your own warband? Jacinta.
I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if I would want to play another ranger character, but I've been like playing it for such a long time that I might want to mix it up. I do like Avalan because they're so pretty, and I love Maddie. She's awesome.
You got some sick booty shorts.
Yeah, get some beauty shots. Yeah, I think I'd probably become go in Avalan.
I think I would go with Briarwolves, even though they're not around anymore. Because it's like, I really like Briarwolves because they had such a big support for roleplay, and they were all very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame they're gone now, but I don't know now. It was Briarwolves, and I don't have a backup right now. Ugh.
What about you, Crow?
Oh, very, very tough question. Yeah, actually, I was thinking a lot about this before the actual podcast started. So, for now, I was actually looking at Breton because the way it works is that because I've had such a long history with the Rangers, and I've just found that if the North ever just suddenly disappeared, joining the Rangers had a little small bit of a camaraderie and have our own little posse of archers.
It's lots of fun.
Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That's the thing. I get nothing but positive vibes from the Rangers. So
You can join Freako.
that'll be my
You're
next
the best
option.
archer at Swordcraft. We want you.
Oh, I'm the best archer of Swordcraft.
Have you ever tried the gold before?
I once looked at a bow.
He's the best archer at Swordcraft. You can hear it now.
Yeah, confirmed.
Confirmed.
What about you,
I
Joshua?
would not want to join any other warband.
No, you have to.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah.
have a choice.
I'm putting a gun
Yeah.
to your head.
Oh shit!
You have to.
I'd remake another warband.
No, you have to join a current warband. Pick a
current
warband.
warband?
Stop being a goob.
Oh, I don't know. I might. God, it might be Free Company. Yeah.
Free Company's pretty legit.
I don't know. Free Company or
We definitely exist. I'll tell you that.
that is true. You do definitely
You do
exist.
exist.
I'll take that
I
away
did
from
see
you.
you yesterday on the field. You
Legit,
guys-
as distinct from non-existent.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, I'd probably just join Free Company.
Be a mercenary dude, doing mercenary things.
I guess.
Radical.
Yeah.
What about you, Brett?
I would join. The Black Pad Brigade with Stephen Mundrell. Because it's everything that I haven't done before. It's a complete polar opposite to what I'm used to.
I mean, this is the thing with warbands. We do this every week. A lot of times, people get burnt out. Have you ever felt that at Swordcraft?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I feel that now.
We literally
Doing
had
this podcast.
Yeah, we literally had a there was like a month for Swordcraft where we were just like Free Company. No, go tour, get it all out of your system. We're gonna work hard when you come back.
I remember that. That was at the start of when
That
I
was
joined.
fun. I went with the Bandits twice during that month off.
How's the bandits?
The Bandits were fun. We had a
They were big then.
I don't.
They were huge. And then they got small and then they got big again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a funny night because they start their nights like, okay, we'll do a training thing that we do where we all get in a circle and have duels, and if you kill someone you stay in and the next person comes to duel. And they let me have a sword and shield, which was a mistake.
Rookies.
I think I went through about 10 of them, and then they said, okay, next, and someone sort of crept in sideways, like, I don't want to fight Nick, and I said, too bad, I need more meat.
Alright, so we'll do quickly quest stuff.
Oh dear.
So, as a new person, coming to Quest, what do you need to bring to Quest? What's some good advice for beginners? Do you want to start this?
An open mind, because the thing that you're going to love at Quest might just surprise you.
That's a fucking legit,
I was gonna be
deep,
like-
insightful answer.
Oh,
Pretty legit, bring a tent and a bed. Good.
When I first came to Swordcraft, I thought I was going to be Ezio. Then the next thing I thought I was going to be, when I realised that wasn't going to happen, was I thought I was going to be Mage. And then I joined Freako. They taught me how to use a sword, and I just said to myself, I'm going to be a warrior forever. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, sorry. What about you, Crow? What's some good advice for new people to bring?
Alright, being Quest is quite possibly the strongest chance you have to roleplay. Every Friday you get a chance to fight to your heart's content. Make the most of Quest and roleplay. So if you can avoid fighting at all costs and actually use your words and your character to resolve situations and make alliances or enemies, do that. You can hit people on Friday, roleplay a Quest.
It's pretty fair. Josh?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You want to
find...
not look at your phone for
I'm
1 minute?
trying to bring this up. All the shit that you need to bring to Quest.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
While he's doing that,
There's a big list.
Look, I've got a massive list of what I tell all my guys to bring to Quest. Normal
okay.
clothes, normal shoes, underwear, etc.,
Oh,
etc.
it's not done.
Camping
underwear,
gear
that's
and
what I
all that
always
sort of
forget.
stuff.
Yeah, right?
Seriously, pack. Worst case scenario, Mud Quest. I bought
Mud Quest for
six
something.
pairs of socks, 6 pairs of underwear, just in case. Yeah, I went through all of them in 2 days.
You don't know how.
Because it
you
was
went
muddy.
through 6 pairs of underpants in 2
I
days?
fell over in the mud,
How did
man.
you shoot yourself?
Fell over in the mud, man.
What?
Wasn't mud.
Yeah, mud. Baby go boom boom.
But seriously, you pack. Always be prepared.
yeah.
Always. Scouts, man.
I also super recommend new people going to Quest to not just stay in your camp. A lot of people stay really comfortable and just in your little group you don't go out. This is a time to go out, role play, as Crow said, which is awesome, but meet other people, talk to different groups, figure out what they're all about, because this is the best representation of what they're about. So go to all these different camps. It's gonna be awesome.
I do also want to say that a great way to roleplay and to instantly get everyone on board and involved is to come with the theatre sports idea of try to make the person who isn't you look nice.
Mm-hmm.
So because then they have to reciprocate and they're gonna do you a good turn in favor. I remember. We had a quest where Free Company was a little bit allied with Brywolves, and at one point they came to our camp and gave Al a gift, and it was a tiny little chest full of gold. And Al was like, "Whoa, the freaking gold's worth more than the chest!" And he starts pulling out the gold, and it was a sign of we want to have an alliance with you. And then at one point later on, they blocked the road to our contract on our way to a fight. And Al just we're not going to kill you. We are absolutely not going to kill you, but you're in our way. But we're not going to kill you. And because we absolutely could have murderized them. So if you go into Quest and you try to make other people look great and be gracious, you're going to get it back in return a lot.
Definitely. Something that I'd bring to Quest. Shit, I had a good one. Now I've forgotten it. Do something for your faction.
Yeah.
Yep. Run a tournament, organize some food. If everyone does one little extra thing, your whole faction's gonna be better.
Gate duty.
You'll just do something. And there's people that aren't overly crafty, people that can't do this, can't do that. Just do something. Try.
Ask to help out.
Not that hard. Dude. This is tippy top. What do you aspire to do at Quest?
I have a lot we have to do. We plan to do
You say we a lot.
Yeah, I say we because okay, so Blue Camp, Breton.
Wow.
So
there's something you're not telling us.
Shit. No, do betrayal plans. Corsairs, North, and Imperials are in control of a town this quest. Free Company's tagging along.
Free Company is running the dirty tavern.
Yeah.
Sorry, dodgy tavern.
Dodgy tavern. And we have Corsairs have control of the town. We have set the law and all this sort of stuff. And we've got the law and order.
Lame.
And we have set so many plans in motion, and we'll be releasing all that information soon. But we encourage everyone to come to town. So
you heard it
have
here.
a good fun time.
Confirmed things.
Yeah.
Nice. Jay, what do you aspire to at Quest?
Get out more. I want to I find that every quest I just stay in camp a lot, and it's really want to go out, organize some stuff. Since coming into more of a leadership role in Breton, I want to organize some more stuff for my guys, and hopefully incorporate other warbands and other factions into that. So I want to do some stuff. I'm also in charge of food for Breton. Well, helping organizing all that. So that's going to be exciting. So, yay.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go around the circle.
As well.
Well, we're going to be running the tavern, so I'm trying to get an extra gambling table going.
Yay.
So that will be nice. But
I do like gambling.
As a long-term goal, I really want my current role-playing stuff to really get popular, and there's lots of little things that I have to do to just make it more accessible and quicker for people. But until then, it's a learning experience because it's a new thing that I'm trying to work out. But we're running the tavern, so we're going to be busy. Crow, tell me your secrets.
Tell your secrets.
Tell me all your
So
secrets.
as Josh said earlier, it's this quest. There's a lot of planning happening, and the town is going to be fantastic, this quest. I'd hate to say this, but last quest, the town was lacking a little bit. There was this... there was almost no necessity to be in the center of town because there was limited structures. There was only so few things. There was a tavern. There was Conga's sort of circus thing, which was...
Is that coming back?
I don't know.
I don't think so, because their warband is debuting at Quest.
I did not know that. The Venters are debuting at Quest?
Venters,
Venters?
Venators.
The Venators. So
My bad.
there's going to be a lot of things in town from, just to be very vague. A lot of things happening. Town's actually going to be a place where people will go and spend most of their day there and roleplay and enjoy themselves. And what I aspire is that people actually improve their character, meet new people, and let's face it. For me, like actually, if I was a new player coming out from the north, there are 29 other warbands with themes, histories, and characters. There's almost 400 to 500 people that I can interact with. Leave the camp and just meet people. Even if you don't get much out of it, you will get to meet knights, you'll get to meet warriors, assassins, you'll get arrested, you'll get killed, you'll get robbed, you'll
maybe you'll get blessed. Maybe something nice will happen.
There's even one warband which will actually make an alliance with you based purely on friendship. And that actually helped us at the Treetops quest.
Dude, I love the My Little Pony warband.
There's a My Little Pony warband.
No.
There's actually there is one warband. I'm not going to actually tell you who because I won't let that be something for them to explore. It's up the north. That they actually based their alliance on friendship, and the alliance was there until that player died. So until he was killed in combat, the alliance will end.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's so
Friendship
juicy.
is magic, and magic is heresy.
That made me feel dirty inside. Dude, you know what I want to see come back at Quest?
What?
Guilds.
Ooh, we're talking about guilds.
We're talking about guilds. I'm pretty sure no one here has ever been in a guild or done anything with guilds.
Oh yeah. Is that so, Brett?
Yeah, that is so.
Well, you're talking to the ex-Healers Guild leader.
Oh,
I don't know.
Snap. So, how do guilds function? Well, to my understanding, the Healers Guild broke up a bit ago.
I'll tell you how guilds started because I was there when it started. The original quest where people could camp at was run by some of the people who actually ran Zeppelin and a whole bunch of other LARPs. Gareth, Rob, a couple of other people seem to escape my lips right now. And that quest ran with Drakenfest rules. And Drakenfest had rules where you had character sheets, you got 15 points to deal with, and you could split those points into learning how to spells, learning how to surgery, the ability to use a weapon. So if you wanted a two-handed weapon, you had to have the two-hander skill. If you wanted to have a shield, you had to have a two-handed, the shield skill and the sword skill. So people sort of made their own little customized classes. And then there were extra abilities which you could only learn at quests, super special abilities, like dailies, except you could use them whatever you liked. Well, there was a Warriors Guild where you could learn how to shield bash, or you could learn how to cleave people through their shield.
That's awesome.
And there was the Apothecaries Guild, so you could learn how to make really crazy potions. That was good fun. And there was the Healers Guild and the Thieves Guild. Thieves Guild was not an official guild. It was like trying to find the underworld. There was a quest to discover who was the leader of the Thieves Guild. I think I was the first person to find them.
Nice.
That was fun, and I totally wasn't trying to join them. I was joining the Healers Guild, but that person happened to be in there. Oh, that was very funny. But Healers Guild was for surgeons. I don't think there was a Mages Guild. You could just be a mage freely.
There was mage schools, wasn't there?
There was a Mage Guild eventually because there was an influx of mages because it was very fun and easy and accessible. But there was people who weren't really into it. So they would just be like, mage ball, blah. And it was very boring and unimmersive. And no one was really happy with it. So then there was the Mages School where you're allowed to be a mage if you pass the school. And the school was to teach people to do their mage song, to have a nice set of tools that look magey and stuff like that. So the idea behind the guilds was to give you special abilities, but also to up your game. And then those rules died out, but they kind of really wanted to keep the Healers Guild. So then they put me, because I was the only Healers Guild member left, and then the Healers Guild leader left. So then they just asked, do you want to run the Healers Guild? And I said, absolutely, let's continue this. And the idea was people had the ability to surgical heal, and that's nice. But when you joined the Healers Guild, it was supposed to be like a badge of honor, because you'd have to achieve a level of immersion and skill. So you would have a certain amount of tools. You would if you were in the Healers Guild and someone said, I want to work with this person who's in the Healers Guild, you know that they have fake blood, you know that they have stitches, you know they have a lot of things, you know that this person is a very cool role player.
That'd be awesome.
It never took off because you didn't get anything from it. You didn't receive anything. You didn't get to heal an extra hit point per second or something. It was, and also it was difficult. I was asking a lot. It was a pretty hard ask. So eventually, interest lost. I started to lose interest because I burnt out on healing. So then I left, but I left the guild with all these presents. I said, I'm giving you a whole lot of things. If you guys can make something happen with it, go for it. But I can't continue because I'm all burnt out. Sorry about that, guys. And then it just fell off. So,
I'd love to see guilds make a comeback.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like we have enough competent people within the community now.
It was another meeting place.
Yeah.
For, come and roleplay.
Yeah.
The only guild we have is the Chancellor's Guild at the moment.
No one can hear you.
I think there's another Assassin's Guild as well.
Yeah,
there's
but
another
I feel like
Bounty Hunters Guild. Actually,
Yeah.
that's the one.
Mm.
It exists. That's actually to follow on from what Nick said about the Healers Guild sort of falling into obscurity. Is that guilds can make a comeback, but it has to be a certain type of what can this guild bring to the table? Because if you have a swordsman guild, I mean, 350 of you guys are swordsmen. That's not something very niche. Surgical healers, there's probably about 6 or 7 on the field, myself included.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, babe,
Tell us more.
I've got a healer's kit that does surgery. That's it. Short story. It's the thing is, there's nothing that you can get from it in sense of any extra healing chance. You get nothing from it.
Yeah, you can't level up in a guild.
There's no reason to progress.
Yeah. So guilds need a different selling point. They need to either be a bastion of roleplay and fun, or some other thing that we can get that we can't get anywhere else. Because this is why Mage's school sort of died out. I could mage. I could just be a mage. It's not blocking me anymore.
I miss Mage's school.
Yeah, I miss Mage's school as well.
I liked the 1 hit point for 3 weeks, and then you would have to learn a chant, because I'm sick of
you had to be
people be like, sing and you count for 30 seconds. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I actively.
That.
Sorry to interrupt you. I'm so rude.
No, it's okay.
Whenever someone comes up to me and they're like, count to 30, I'm like, no, I'd rather die. That's your job. You have one job, and that's to count at 30 seconds. You can't do that, I'd rather bleed out and die right now.
I've healed so many times, I just know when 30 seconds happens.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I much prefer someone having a healing chant compared to a song.
Mm.
In theory, 1 word is 1 second, so you have a 30-second chant is 30 words.
Yeah.
To my understanding, that's sort of how we used to do it back in the day.
But that's because people started speed healing? Is that
Yeah,
the term?
just talk it up quicker.
Yeah.
He's going the distance. He's going for speed.
Also, can I just say, mages who have a joke healing song, don't bring that biz to Quest, because I hate it.
Don't bring Quest.
Friday nights is
Friday nights, I don't care, but if you bring that nonsense to Quest, no one is going to like you.
I'm pretty sure there's a healer in the Order who has individual healing chants for each warband.
Oh, it's awesome.
Daniel, yeah.
I like Daniel, you're a badass.
We love you. Have my babies.
He's great. He tries to heal Corsairs, and they're like, what gods do you worship? We're like, money. We worship money. He's like, that's not a god. It's the god to us.
That's what you think on your belief system. come over here, tell me what I can and can't believe.
I toyed around with the idea for gods for the Corsairs. I'm like, it really just doesn't suit us.
It does. The god of betrayal. Sick. So we're at an hour and 10 minutes. So
we're having fun. Let's keep going.
So I think
speed is up.
That's about it. Well, that's all.
No.
There's more questions.
Oh, you want to do that one?
Yeah.
You can roll us into it. Roll us into it.
Costuming standards in warbands.
Oh yeah, you
Super
need them.
important.
Not important at all.
We are in a roleplay environment. We're medieval. Don't wear modern stuff, please. You ruin my immersion.
Shoes.
There's also
shoes is so important. Do not wear white runners.
and don't cheap
Go to
out on
Kmart,
shoes.
Get some $5 boots.
Don't cheap out on shoes.
Get some $2
So what did you say?
I said don't cheap out on shoes. Look, I've tried a lot of quick and easy cheap fixes to the shoe things.
Yeah.
I tried getting shoe covers. I took them to Quest. They fell apart.
Yeah.
I tried buying shoe covers from eBay for like $20.
Oh,
they fell apart.
Yeah.
Then I went, ugh, guys, I don't ever want to have to think about shoes ever again. What's the best shoes there are? And I got some really fancy custom-made shoes from All Leather. I'll link that to you when this goes up. And they're perfect. They're magical. They won't ever fall apart, and they smell like love.
Just about if you're just starting out and you need a quick fix, just go to Kmart or just go to Target or Payless shoes and get something cheap for the moment. And then super recommend investing in some good quality shoes because you're walking around a lot.
Also,
a lot.
Take into consideration how your warband looks because it's nice. It's nice to look like that guy who's very different in your own warband. But the thing is, when there's group photos, they're like, "Who's this guy?"
Yeah.
It's nice to look. It's nice to look cohesive. It doesn't look like fun where every single member has a different costume and then the same symbol.
Like if you're in like a Russian pirate warband, don't wear Landsknecht gear.
So okay, I was going to comment on that.
Oh, here we go.
Oh no.
All right.
What are you talking about?
So anyone in the Corsairs who is not from Cressida can be from outside of Cressida, and they can pretty much wear whatever they want, provided it is red and white. Together, you see the red and white.
Standard, so if your standard's high, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like I have one guy who he wants to be a knight. So his backstory is he left his home country and wound up in Cressida and decided to join the Corsairs because we're pretty open and accepting, and he's a bit of a greedy prick.
Hang on. Is his story he was a knight and then fell from grace?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if he was a knight and a lord and then decided to join Cressida, I'm like, why?
And yeah, so we said to him, like, everything's fine, you can wear as much armor as you want, but you just got to wear the red and white. And because he wears a red and white tabard, he fits in with the rest of the group.
There you go.
Because the colours are so bright on everything else you're wearing, it just stands out. It just looks a part of the group.
Colours pop.
Pop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's costuming. North have no costuming because they're all hacks.
Hey, alright.
They had my favourite tabards, the claw marks with the blue underneath.
So, okay. I might as well chime in on this. Yeah, so actually, one of the Sword Crafters on the community page brought up that interesting question where it's either you fit the theme of the warband.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Or the warband fits its. It was Bailey. I love you, Bailey. It's the thing like the North, obviously being a Viking-inspired warband. The costuming standards is that we want to fit the theme of looking very Viking-inspired. If you come in trying to dress like a knight or something, or let's say I'm trying to think, what's another sort of theme? Like
Roman,
a Roman, or
Pikachu.
a samurai or something, or a Pikachu. You can wear the colours, but you almost stand out like a sore thumb. And we like to sort of keep things a little bit more unison. But as Josh said, there's going to be characters that don't come from Alfheim and want to join a warband, and we're satisfied as long as they have the colours of the warband, the grey and blue. And that's a very open policy. It really makes things welcome, but there is almost like a fine line where the theme you gotta make sure you're fitting the theme to it's not special snowflake syndrome.
No, and I feel what you're saying. You've got to find the equilibrium of like what's too harsh, what needs to be enforced. what's okay, what's not. You know, you don't want to be like, no, you have to be like this. You can't have any individuality, but at the same time, you still want to look like a coherent unit.
Also, it's a good thing to mention that warbands themselves should have the support. A warband should be able to tell their members, like, what's your minimum requirement to be a satisfactory level of in this warband, and where is the wiggle room.
Yeah, like in Breton, each of our ranks has required gear to rank up and then recommended gear for you just to look better and have more of a presence. Yeah,
and in Free Company, it's, you know, if you're in Free Company, your family, everyone sticks together, you obey the orders when they're told, and you don't mess around on that. We do have the unwritten rule of, like, if you're going to seriously roleplay a thing which is against something like that, do it seriously and everyone else take it seriously, but overall, you should be in the group and your family. We're like the mafia. You know, you're in, we're going to take care of you.
Nice.
If someone stabs you in the street, we're going to burn down the village.
One thing I'd also like to say is I also view in Corsairs, our NPCs come from Cressida. So in our role plays and everything, we talk about our Corsairs. You know, they have that thick Russian accent and whatnot. And then our players are just individual people within the warband who can make story for themselves. So really, how do I put it? They're just like that. That's how we get around. You know, not looking like a Russian pirate, not looking like a Cossack. Or
I wish you were all Cossacks.
I kind of do
Cossacks
as well.
Are sick.
Cossacks are crazy. Like we're sort of heading down that path with soft kit for new members and stuff like that. But for, you know, established members and whatnot who've got their backstory, we're making room for them by saying you are you are a character who is not one of our NPCs, which are our Cossack pirate looking characters.
Alright.
Yeah.
God, I really want Cossacks now. Just blast the gun. Boom! What a shot!
Alright, well, we're at hour 16 minutes and 15 seconds.
Woo.
And I reckon that's a pretty good place to stop. Does anyone have any ending thoughts? Any tumble me, Facebook me? This is my phone number. Please call me.
Swordcraft, I love you.
Nice.
You're all lovely.
Would it been...
Nothing else to add. Oh, people bring cloak. Try to get a cloak for Quest because it's going to get cold at night.
Yeah, get a wool one. They stay warm when wet.
Don't drink so much at Quest that you throw up on your way coming back from the toilets and then have to get people from other warbands to drag you back.
One time. One time.
We've all
One time!
I didn't insinuate anyone!
One time!
I have people in my warband to do that. Everyone has that story.
You know, I'm very thankful that I got drunk in our green faction that one time, because I don't think anybody else would have looked after me. I was this close from just burning.
You know what?
Almost
You know
fell on
what?
fire.
And it's a bit risque to say this on the Podcraft, but I'm legitimately surprised you didn't get thrown out of Swordcraft.
Whoa.
Like, you were that inebriated.
I was.
Well, hopefully you've learned something from that and you've matured as a young adult.
Every single quest.
Learn from our mistakes, Swordcraft listeners.
Yeah, please.
And I'm a warband leader.
Well,
That's where you want to end it. I'm a warband leader. Boom.
Final thoughts. For Quest, drink responsibly. Don't do anything that will get... Because if you get in trouble and a marshal gets involved, then you're fucked, and the warband leader has to deal with your actions. And if you're bothering the marshals because of your drunk antics, it's not going to end well for you.
You can get fucking plastered every night at your own house. Come to Swordcraft Quest and do roleplay, where you can't do that every day.
I know, right?
You're also going to be walking around in the dark. You can stumble over and really hurt yourself.
Sit by a campfire, tell stories, get to know people.
Yeah.
Buy my mixtape.
Stab fools. Alright, sick. Alright, catch you later, guys. Bye.
Glory to Cressida.
For the lady.
A bear, there was a bear, oh, black and brown and covered in hair. Oh, come, they said, come to the fair. The fair said he, but I'm a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. And down the road from here to there, three boys that go to the dancing bear. They danced and spun all the way to the fair. Oh, sweet she was and pure and fair, the maid with honey in her hair, the maid with honey in her hair.
Go, Nicky on the
barbarian, dragon in my blood like my name's Targaryen. A real play. In the Game of Thrones, you be the winner and I am a mountain king slayer. Weight walks, feel all alone, I'm a wolf, I'm a star. Rapping with a bite that is worse than my dog. Lost in the dark, with my dire wolf, I'm the king of the walls. And this ain't no game boy, a little bit rappy and a little bit of Greyjoy. Either way, it's a battle for the Iron Throne. And we're gonna take it back, we are not alone. It's the same in hip-hop, if I never drop your sword hand, then my name's Lock. Tick-tock, but it's coming quickly, better run south with the big, get with me.
There's one scent on the summer air, the bear, all black and brown and covered with hair. He smelled the scent on the summer air, he sniffed and roared and smelled it there, honey on the summer air. Oh, I'm a maid, I'm pure and fair, I'll never dance with a hairy bear, I'll never dance with a hairy bear. The bear, lifted her high into the air, the bear.
No, Vicky on the Iron Throne. And it's still sore, when a microphone on the shaky, when it's scoring, it's that sick. Call me Lord, I'm the Lord of my family. When it comes to pants and sets, give the sword to me. Ain't afraid to use fight. Got the unsullied with my dragon and I'm breaking a fight, alright? Got the Lord in the light, with the red gold on my side, second songs till I die. With a word to the wise, never been an amateur, but I swear it's like Jamie Lannister. Little finger on the crowd, he's a boss. Never fuck a broke, cause I'll hang you to the cross. And a loss is a loss, if we gon' fight for the right side, look at the dead rise. Big choice when you play the game with Thrones, there's a body with a song, everybody want the gold holes.
There's one scent on the summer air, the bear, all black and brown and covered with hair. He smelled the scent on the summer air, he sniffed and roared and smelled it there, honey on the summer air. Oh, I'm a maid, I'm pure and fair, I'll never dance with a hairy bear, I'll never dance with a hairy bear. The bear, lifted her high into the air, the bear. I called for a night, but you're a bear, all black and brown and covered in hair. She kicked and wailed, the maid so fair, but he licked the honey from her hair, he licked the honey from her hair. She sighed and squealed and kicked the air, she sang my bear so fair. And off they went the bear and the maiden fair.